Dr. Bob with your Master Pattern Report, Robert Flower, Tuesday, November 30th. Okay, so last report we called Friday the 26th as a major silver move, and indeed silver did drop over 3%. We're right on the money with that one. The Master Pattern also called for the S&P to continue its downward move, which it has, and is continuing right up to today, and also some strength in the dollar, which we have seen thanks to the euro mess over there, and which we believe will continue. Good calls, all three. This week we see silver and the S&P reversing tomorrow, Wednesday, December 1st, with the point of focus being today's meeting with the president and the leaders of Congress at the White House. And also the other point of focus, as we mentioned last week, was the euro. We don't see Korea as a major factor. We think that's more press than it is anything else. So those two factors are very important. Now, I think you should know that the socialist government in Washington, D.C. is hard at work behind the scenes in areas that the press isn't reporting, and in fact nobody's reporting. I'll give you an example here. Right now, D.C., the socialists are trying to change the banking mortgage system. They're looking to knock out mortgage bankers and brokers and salespeople totally. And believe it or not, the way they're looking to do this is by doing away with any sort of commissioned or incentive type of remuneration to these people, outlawing commissions or bonus type of reciprocations. I mean, that's got to be uncommon. You know, whatever you think about these people, the mortgage people, I mean, that's got to be totally unconstitutional. But they're looking to put it into place this coming April, and of course, the big banks are behind this. They're very much in favor. It knocks out the competition and gives you and I less options, a hell of a lot less options to deal with. Okay. Therefore, they can generate a greater control over us. The move towards serfdom continues. Okay. Also, the QE2, in case you didn't know this, is spending up to $30 billion a month in buying up notes, mortgage notes from these banks. The question I have, and we can't seem to get a clear answer, is what price are they paying for this bad paper? This stuff has been going for, depending on whether it's land or homes or commercial, has been going anywhere from 20 cents on the dollar to a high of 60 cents on the dollar. We're hearing that they're paying between 80 to 90 cents on the dollar. Right? The serfdom movement continues. Okay. The Obama administration is not pushing for legislation concerning the Federal Drug Administration, granting them authority to mandate food programs. And their call is, it's urgent. It has to be done right now. It's very important, just like healthcare, right? Why? Well, because it gives tremendous advantage to food companies such as Monsanto. And who has a major stake in Monsanto? George Soros. So our transparent government, our fair and balanced government, our anti-business government is in bed with all of their big donors. Okay? And if you need another example, the bill for bailout, this $600 billion new TARP, or whatever you want to call it, for national transportation enhancement, all right, roads and highways. And did I mention railroads? And who made a major investment in railroads last year? Warren Buffett. Another of the big Obama supporters in Washington, looking to move along the serfdom movement, make us more serfs. Okay. The administration wants this movement towards these supports under the guise that it's what we need. It's going to put people to work and whatnot. Which, although it may be true, the ultimate motive is to pay off and pay to these behind-the-scenes independent progressives, world independent progressives that are taking over the world, all right? Including China too, by the way. All right, so now we're looking at markets should be quieting down here some, with stocks moving up through Christmas. We don't see it as a giant run up, but we think it'll try and test its previous highs of the year. And we think that gold and silver will be making a move, but we don't see it making a major move before the end of the year. The silver may possibly hit $30 before the end of the year, depending on how the euro shakes out and what's going on over there. And what's going on over there is, from everything that we're reading and everything that we see with the master pattern, it's just a matter of time. They're not doing proactive formats. They're involved with band-aid fixes, and it's very difficult to take 12 countries with different cultures and different standards and use the same currency for each, and then say, we're going to support each other. This is not working. We see the euro long term as a long-term short play here, and the dollar will be strengthening. And if the dollar gets in any trouble because of interest rates, which are rising, then you'll see the attention shifting to gold and silver, and your hard metals. Okay, so that's the scenario. We think tomorrow will be a big move day, probably reversal day. Look for it. And by the way, just a quick announcement. Those of you who might be interested in some sort of business venture, give us a call, contact us. We have a couple of exciting things going on that you might be interested in to help you along. This is Dr. Bob Flower. Have a great week.